5 books, 5 authors, 5 key facets of our lives, and 5 ideas. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Store Podcast. In today's episode, we are taking a deep dive into wisdom from 5 incredible books, each representing a key facet of our lives. We are going to talk about finance. We are going to talk about productivity. We are going to talk about marriage. We're going to talk about a little bit of science, and then the most important one, we're going to talk about a little bit of spirituality. We're going to know the authors of these particular books. We're going to share some transformative ideas from these particular books, and then also explain how we can actually put into practice these particular ideas. You get what I mean? If you're watching this on YouTube, we have included some visuals of the book covers for you. So let us get inspired. The first one, finance. The book is called The Total Money Makeover by a chap called Dave Ramsey. And the quote or the idea from this particular book that actually stood out for me was that you must gain control over your money, or the lack of it. In other words, the lack of control over your money will forever control you. So in summary, this particular idea from this book, to me, it emphasized the importance of financial discipline. Now, for those of us that don't know, Dave Ramsey is actually a financial expert, and in this particular book, The Total Money Makeover, he has actually laid up blueprint. He has laid up a step-by-step plan for building wealth and also escaping the cycle of debt. The message was this simple: if you don't manage your money wisely, it will end up managing you. Now, in practical sense, how can you and I actually manage our finances, or how can we gain control over our money? There's something that I actually learned last year. I think it was the first daughter. She said, what gets measured can get managed. And by the start of last year, 2024, I started tracking every single coin of my money. Where does it go? Where has it come from? How have I used it? What have I used it on? Have I spent it wisely? And all that. Over the months, I started to notice and making changes where necessary. This month, I actually spent a lot on transport. How can I actually reduce that? And maybe I channel the extra money to investment. So friends, it starts with baby steps. You can actually start by creating a monthly budget, tracking your incomes and tracking your expenditures, and using that information or using that data to actually make better financial decisions. I want us to remember that financial freedom starts or begins with control, and you cannot control what you don't have. The second key facet of life is productivity. And under productivity, of course, the book is called Atomic Habits by a chap called James Clear. And the idea that actually stood out for me among this particular book was that success is a product of our daily habits. It's not a product of a once-in-a-lifetime transformation. In this particular book, actually, James Clear provides a roadmap to building a better life through small, consistent changes. You get what I mean? This quote is a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that the small things that we do on a daily basis every single day, whether good or bad, these things are actually shaping our future. Success is not about big breakthroughs. No. It's about the little choices that we make every single day. You get what I mean? In practical sense, how can we apply this to our lives? Well, you can identify a habit that you want to start today. It could be as simple as drinking a glass of water every morning, or spending 5 minutes journaling every day, or actually reading a page in a book every day, or actually reading a chapter of a particular book every single day. You get what I mean? Over time, these small changes compound into significant changes. The third facet of life, marriage. Yes, marriage. This particular book is called When Am I Ready by a pastor called Kingsley Okonkwo. If you've not read this book and you're not yet married, you're still single like I am, I recommend you read this book. The idea from this book was that literally stood out for me. It was that love is not enough. Marriage works when purpose aligns with partnership. So in this particular book, Pastor Kingsley demystifies the journey to finding the right partner and preparing for marriage. This particular idea, it highlights the profound truth that love alone does not sustain a marriage. And I think our friends that are married can actually bear witness to this. True partnership requires shared values, shared goals, and a shared purpose. Without the alignment of these things, goals, values, and purpose, Even the strongest of feelings can falter. In practical sense, how can we apply this into our lives? If you're still single like I am, it's high time we reflect on our values. What are the things that we actually look out in a partner? Is it the outward body? Is it the outward things? Is it how they dress? Is it how they look? Is it how they think? Is it how they walk? Or is it the inward substance that actually makes them up? You get what I mean? Science. It is time for some curiosity. The book is called Cosmos, and the author of this particular book is called Carl Sagan. But the idea that stood out for me in this particular book was that somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. In summary, this particular book is a masterpiece that explores the wonders of the universe. To me, this particular idea speaks to the limitless potential of discovery and curiosity. I want to let us know that science is actually about asking questions and seeking answers. You get what I mean? About the universe, about the earth, about ourselves, about different systems, about different frustrums, about different spectrums, about different dynamics, about different finances, about different systems, about very many things, and then trying to find the answers. In practical sense, how can we apply this to our lives? Pause and take a moment to feed your curiosity. You can decide to actually pick up a book on a subject that you have always wondered about. How do planes actually fly? What is in fuel that actually supports burning? Or just watch a documentary about the mysteries of that particular thing. You get what I mean? Stay curious. It is how we grow and evolve. The last one, and most importantly to me, is the facet of spirituality. And of course, the book is the Bible. The Bible is this collection of very many letters, of very many books, which are actually 66 in number. And there's this particular chapter in Proverbs, chapter number 3, verses 5 up to 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Man, this timeless verse literally reminds us of the power of faith. Man, in life, there are moments that are going to be overwhelming. There are moments that will always seem uncertain. There are places that we are going to find ourselves that are so uncertain. They are so unpredicted, that are so unprecedented. God, we need guidance, we need comfort, we need that direction. It is very much important. I feel like this particular passage or this particular portion of scripture was urging us to trust God fully and let his wisdom lead us. It is very much important to remember that surrendering control doesn't actually mean giving up. It means trusting a plan greater than ours. Take a moment each and every single day to reflect or pray, especially when you're feeling lost, especially when you're about to make a very important decision, especially when you're getting into a new space, especially when you're getting onto a new job, especially when you're making a choice, especially when you're choosing a life partner, especially when you're choosing a career, especially when you're choosing what to study, what to buy, what to invest in. You get what I mean? It is very much important for us to reckon that there is a higher power than us that is so very much willing and available if we only choose to trust fully in its direction and leading. We would love to know which idea or which quote actually resonated with you the most. Let us know in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you very much. That has been it for this particular episode of the Store Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe if you ain't already. Share this with a friend. Share this particular episode with a friend. Leave a review, leave a comment, and keep growing in every area of your life. Until next time, stay inspired and keep speaking the African way of things that actually do matter.